I was wondering why I haven't gotten a question from you guys about the Jerry Jones photo. But when the Kyrie thing was going on, you guys were quick to ask us questions about that.
Okay.
Hold on. And I don't even want you guys to say nothing. When I watched Kyrie talk and he says, I know who I am, but I want to keep the same energy when we're talking about my people and the things that we've been through. And that Jerry Jones photo is one of those moments that our people, black people, have been through in America. And I feel like as a black man, as a black athlete, as someone with power and a platform, when we do something wrong or something that people don't agree with, it's on every single tabloid, every single news coverage. It's on the bottom ticker. It's asked about every single day. But it seems like to me that the whole Jerry Jones situation photo, and I know it was years and years ago and we all make mistakes, I get it. But it seemed like it's just been buried under like, oh, it happened. Okay, we just move on. And I was just kind of disappointed that I haven't received that question from you guys. Appreciate it.
What's up out there to my great people, my great family? What's good? I want to holler at y'all real quick. I just want to get back to y'all real quick. Yo, like and subscribe because we're going to talk about it real fast, man. LeBron James finally spoke up and he said something that was really good to hear. You know, he spoke to the people at the press conference for the basketball game last night, and he told them that it's time for them to ask him about Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is the white dude who owns the Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys football team. And when Kyrie Irving, a basketball player from the Brooklyn Nets, was out there and they called him a anti-Semite, they definitely came at LeBron and was asking him what he thought about it, what you think about this, what you want to say about this. And LeBron responded. When he responded, what he said was a little negative, and the black community came at LeBron, was like, that was bogus. We know you work for white people. We know you got a big check, but don't be dissing brothers because that black man was just trying to find out who he was as a person that goes back and try to find their history. He just so happened to be into that. So don't be trying to drive reckless at him. And so LeBron went on ahead and came at them, you know what I'm saying, and said, yo, it's about time. And, you know, he let them ask questions about whatever. But then at the end of the press conference, he said, I noticed how y'all didn't ask me about Jerry Jones and about that picture, you know, that came out the last few days. Nobody been asking me about that. But when Kyrie had his situation, y'all was the first to jump on it and ask me, which again led to his bad look from the black community. We was looking upside his head like, dog, you throwing him under the bus. Like these white people got some kind of dominion over him. That's technically a job. But if he was at home looking up who he was and he just posted that shit online, that shouldn't make no white people upset and be up in his face. And then as a black man, you should understand that when you at home, you off work. You can look up whatever the hell you want to look up on the internet, right? But again, this is a bad look for them. So he came at them, and I'm glad he did, because if you're a black man and you don't speak up for yourself, man, that's just sad. That's all I can say. That's just sad, man, because at the end of the day, you're a person, you're a human. And you're not in prison. You're not locked down. You're not locked away somewhere. You should speak up for the things you believe in and the stuff that you care about. You should say something about it. You should make it a conversation. You shouldn't let nobody have dominion over you. And these people make millions of dollars. So when do you sit up and be rich? When are you rich? When do you sit up and be like, I got enough money? Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and speak for myself. And then who are you holding up? Like, who are you holding up? These are the wackest people you can imagine. Like, these people ain't better than you. These people not better than black people. We all on the same earth. We all breathe the same air. How or what make these humans more larger or have bigger dominion over you is beyond me. So I can't understand their mindset. They said many years ago, LeBron James just made $1 billion contract with Nike, and he's a billionaire and all this stuff. So what are you talking about? Like, you still can't speak up for yourself after being a billionaire, and then it's probably been 20 years that you've been a billionaire. So what the hell was wrong with you dudes? If it's money, that's the thing that make you guys be quiet or don't speak up for yourself. It's illogical. But when you see somebody like the guy coattails. He hiding his tail. He running behind. You know, I forgot the cliche go. But Kyrie was tucking his coattail or whatever, being scared, apologizing every 5 minutes. He already a millionaire. You already got millions of dollars, and you up there running to them. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And then it's like, well, damn. Well, what did you uncover? Like, what did you find out? Then you got the internet just flood the internet with all this Semitism, and the real Semites and the Shemites is really black people, Indians and Arabs and all this stuff, and white people just basically hijack that mentality and using it for their own gain and using it as their own religion. But they basically, if you look at the books, it's supposed to be really black people are the Semites, and it's just a lot of history and knowledge that you might not be digging into, but now that uncovered or that got such a big blowout that it's just everywhere, and everybody teaching and just being out there, you know what I'm saying, putting that information out there for whoever interested in learning it. They had the leader of the Hebrew Israelites, they took over Brooklyn Nets, the actual stadium. They was marching all around it, but then when you hear the guy speak, the actual leader of the Hebrew Israelites, he was on the interview with Go Black to Africa over here on YouTube. Y'all should watch it through the channel too. And he basically said that they actually had 6,000 Jewish rabbis came together, and they were actually about to do a march around the Brooklyn Nets Theater, but they knew it and they heard about that because they understand that they all in this kind of, you know, tug of war with each other. And so they went and they got there first. And so the rabbis had to go somewhere else and do their meeting or hook up. And the media didn't talk about this, but this guy who was the leader of the Hebrew Israelites, he actually did talk about that on that YouTube channel. That's towards the end of the video. Matter of fact, I think it's like one of the last things he said on that live video. So if y'all want to hear him say it, just go on that video and get to the end and you will see him actually say that. He said, we knew that was going to happen. We were just out there first. And so they had to go somewhere else. 6,000 Jewish rabbis. And I was like, damn. So it's just what it is in the world. I saw that they had got together, but I didn't do the rabbis in New York, but I didn't know what for. It's just on the news. So you just see how all of that stuff make these black people have to kind of speak up. And Kyrie was scared to even mention their name, but he was trying to show them respect, but he didn't even say their name when they was, you know, trying to actually say thank you to them for trying to protest in front of that place for him, because he don't want to lose his job, man. Like that $1 million, that money is something else. Now you can't die with it. You don't get to take it with you. We all know that, right? We all heard that. It stays here no matter what you do. So I respect LeBron for speaking up about that, because as you all have heard with your own ears, Jerry Jones has not apologized for being at that mob against those black people back when he was a 14-year-old. He hasn't apologized for that, if that's seeing that or being a part of that, whether he was there, as he said in his own words, just for curiosity, or if he was there to try to get into it and be like, fuck that, we finna kick these people out, just being a youngster hanging out with his friends. Either way, you was there. Look at you now. You're supposed to be this responsible adult that this video or photo come out, and it's not right. You know what I'm saying? They don't look at racism against black people as such a detrimental crime. It's just a part of life. It was like, hey, I was young. It could have happened yesterday. Like, yeah, I was young, man. You know, 24 hours a lot could happen. And you're like, well, what the hell? But they give them a lot of leeway, you know, and it shouldn't be like that. It's like if that come uncovered, you're supposed to lose your team, get kicked out, move away, and get on way. But these people be so powerful, so rich, so white. There's no way they're going to actually lead a team to or walk away from a $1 million program. It's like, no, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's just, hey, that's what happened. So be it. And so LeBron mentioning that, it shows that he has a backbone, that he is at least trying to speak up for the right direction. Now, that's not going to take care of the black community, give us no money, feed our families, get us black people together out of poverty. But it's at least a step in the right direction that somebody spoke truth to power. Why aren't you at least asking me the question? Y'all not talking to everybody around the world. Like, they're not coming to our house and saying what you think. If you don't get on YouTube channel and talk about it, your voice won't get out there. So for him to already have a voice and notice that they're not asking him this, well, he don't like to get thrown under the bus by his own people. And he say, hey, man, all the stuff that happened to us in the history of blackness, this should be a question you would want to ask. But you get it, they're not going to ask it. So it's important that we pay attention to sometimes people trying, you know what I'm saying? So stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a live on this in a minute, and I'll holler at y'all soon. This your boy Hood. I appreciate y'all listening, watching, subscribing, like, and share, and I'll be at y'all again soon. Peace.